All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Racha HaKodash, and double honors unto my apostles, the elders, our great most honorable well, and peace, love, mercy, and salutations to you sincere brothers, and Shalom to the few sisters that listen and learn in silence. And I just want to do a very short lesson here. I just want to bring out some precepts based off of this video in which the elder Manatazakba out of GMS, South Carolina, had posted on his channel. And the title of this video that he posted is "The Last Black Man on Earth." Now, I'm not sure if that's the title of this, movie or series, but I gotta go check it out. And I believe it's on HBO Max. But this video in which the elder had posted here, it's illustrating the fact that you have this Jake, a so-called black man, all right, and as the title says, the last black man on earth. And you can see in that video that the elder posted, all right, this Jake was, on a hideout because all the other, so-called black men, okay, or women, all right, have been, basically put to death. And ultimately, this movie is going into what Esau truly desires to do, when really, the reality or the fact is that he can't get rid of Israel. Okay, and this all goes back to that hatred that he has towards his brother Jacob, all right, because Jacob has that birthright now, okay, which ultimately, it was always meant for it to be that way, all right, and of course, you gotta go watch this, and get more information and understanding out of it. I'm talking about myself. But as you can see, in this clip, all right, you have this Israelite who's scared for his life. And, when you read the book of Genesis, all right, let's get that, the book of Genesis, chapter 27, I believe. Okay. And jumping down to verse 38, okay, and it says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Okay, because when you read, all right, if you go and you read above, all right, Jacob stole Esau's birthright, all right, and Esau, when he came to find out, okay, he was upset, all right, he was upset. Now Jacob, he supplanted Esau, all right, and giving up that birthright, which just goes to show that Esau, okay, he did not see the benefit of it because he was so quick to give it up, okay, which ultimately, as I mentioned earlier, the Lord Yahweh had meant for it to be done like that, okay. That birthright truly belonged to Jacob anyways, okay. So Esau, okay, he said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling, okay, shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above, and by the sword thou shalt live, okay. And that's how this man has had, gained a grip of the whole earth, is through his technology, through the weapon, all right, in which he uses, all right. And so by his sword he's able to dominate, okay, and have rule over the whole planet. And that was truly given as a blessing to him from the heavenly Father Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and it says, and by the sword thou shalt live, and thou shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob, okay, and this is the point right here, and this is why Esau and Jacob will never get along and have never gotten along, okay. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherein his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning of my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. And ultimately that video that the elder posted, okay, is going into how, again, okay, Esau is trying his best to get rid of all Israel. But when you really understand the Bible, when you understand, okay, how the genealogies work, okay, you are who your father is. So even though the outward man may look, okay, as such, okay, if his father goes back to the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, okay, regardless of what that man or that, child or that woman looks like, okay, they are of the seed of Israel. And ultimately, I just want to bring out some precepts also going into how that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will not get rid of Israel. Okay, you cannot get rid of the seed of Israel because we're plenty and we may look like all the other people, like all the other nations. So you're going to have Israelites may look like the so-called white man. You're going to have Israelites may look like the so-called, Japanese or Chinese or, the Africans and so on and so forth. Okay. And it says right here, in these words of Esau, her elder son, were told to Rebekah. Okay. Um, and she sent and called Jacob, their younger son, and said unto him, Behold, thy brother Esau, as touching thee, okay, doeth comfort himself, okay, proposing to kill thee. So, Jacob's mother, who's also Esau's mother, Rebekah, okay, she warned Jacob about the fact that Esau is angry and he wants to kill you. Now, therefore, my son, obey my voice and arise, flee thou to Laban, okay, my brother to Haran, okay, and it goes on and so on and so forth, okay. And it says right here, and tarry with him a few days until thy brother's fear return away. And that fear has never turned away until thy brother's anger turn away from thee, and he forget that thou hast done to him. Then I will send and fetch thee from thence. Why should I be bereaved also of you both in one day? You see, because that anger was very, very, very strong, and it's still there. Okay, and it's still there. Now let's get the book of Jeremiah. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 31. I believe going down to verse 31. Okay, Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the days that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith the Lord Yahweh. But it shall be the covenant, Salaki. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith the Lord Yahweh. I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, will be their God, and they shall be my people. Verse 34. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord Yahweh, for they shall all know me, from the least unto them, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, said the Lord Yahweh, for I will forgive their iniquity and will remember their sin no more. Okay, verse 35 is the point. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinance of the moon and the stars for the light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. The Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from me, saith the Lord Yahweh, then the seed of Israel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. So the Heavenly Father is saying, the stars, the moon, okay, you see those ordinances, the sun, okay, and what they do. If they depart, then the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will also, okay, remove the seed of Israel from him. But as you can see, those things have never been departed, okay? The sun, the moon, okay, the stars of heaven, okay, they are, working in unison as they were created to be. Okay, every day you wake up, the sun is up, okay? You see, the moon at night, giving its light and what it's supposed to do, okay? And it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, if heaven above can be measured, which you can't do that, okay? And there's a lot of these different Netflix shows going into the earth and how it was created. Esau will tell you 50 billion years ago the sun was this hot, and just basically just spewing utterness. You can't measure and know all the creation of the Heavenly Father. You don't even know what everything that is here in the earth. Okay, I believe they say that like 90%, okay, of the depth of water have not been discovered. So how can you possibly know and measure the sun and the moon and so on and so forth. You can't. Okay, so the Heavenly Father is saying, if heaven above can be measured and the foundation of the earth, okay, searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Israel for all that they have done, said the Heavenly Father Yahweh. Okay, behold, the days come, said the Lord. Okay, which goes into something else, but you understand what the point is. The Heavenly Father is saying that these things cannot be searched out. Okay, if they can, then He would do away with the house of Israel. Now, the book of Malachi, okay, chapter 3, verse 6, it says this. Malachi chapter 3, verse 6, for I am the Lord, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Israel, you sons of Jacob, are not consumed. Okay, so all the Israelites are still going to be here, all right? And even though you have this, show on, HBO Max, all right, this series, which, I got to go check it out, okay? You see, Esau will never get to this point, even in the times of Jacob trouble, because ultimately you don't know who's who. And this is where the terrible of the wheat and the tare is, because you got, some of the elect, okay, may look, all right, like the other people, all right, and so on and so forth. So at the end of the day, okay, this right here, the last black man on earth, all right, that will never be a thing, all right, and Esau desires to have that, okay, but that's not so, all right. So with that, shalom, Yahweh Bashim Shabrakata. Until next time, shalom.